Why did I show you a clip from Commando 1985 starring Arnold Schwarzenegger? Many years ago, 10 years ago, speaking of old Quickie forums, there was a moderator called Compy Rex. Compy loved Commando 1985 starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. And in chat, Compy Rex would quote this movie continuously. For years, he did. And so, while listening to Rekieta drunkenly threaten a guy named John over and over again, all I could think of in my empty fucking skull was, John, I'll be ready, John. Like, just over and over again, continually hearing this clip haunting me in my fucking dreams. Because Rekieta is tired of being made fun of by those damn darn Kiwi farmers. And so he decided that he would epically own the Kiwi Farms by characterizing the community as a group of mentally ill, homeless, deranged, unloved people. And the way that he chose to do this has upset far many people than I would have expected. I don't know if it's merely posturing or if people are actually genuinely upset, but there does seem to be like a lot of people who are bothered by what he said. There's a user on the Kiwi Farms named John, who during the Vic Mignogna saga was a big fan of Rekieta, pay pig Rekieta, and tried to talk to Rekieta in private. And during a low point of his life, I'll be charitable, contacted Rekieta and said, Rekieta, I intend to kill myself. I am a loser, Rekieta. I cannot, my family does not love me. My girlfriend doesn't love me, and I'm going through issues, and I'm going to kill myself. And apparently Rekieta tried to walk him off that ledge, my friend. And he said, why don't you call 911? And then apparently gave some kind of excuse like, oh, I don't know how to dial it. I'm just so fucked up right now. And he said, well, why don't you go get a cab to the hospital? And he's like, well, I don't have money for it. And he said, well, how far is the hospital? He said, 4 miles. And he's like, well, you can walk 4 miles to the hospital if you really want to. And he said, no, I'm a loser or whatever. I'm like, I have issues. I have such bad anxiety. I can't walk down the street 4 miles. And I find this story believable because if you've ever talked to somebody who is in like a genuine, like, woe is me, baiting era, people like that tend to reject, or in that state of mind, tend to reject any and all advice. If you try to help somebody who doesn't want to be helped and just wants to whine, they will take every single thing that you say and immediately try to find reasons to undermine it or say that it's not applicable to them so that they don't have to work on changing how they feel about things. That is I don't know if there's a name for this mindset, but it's a thing that you definitely see. So I believe his story. However, what people have taken offense over is that this guy apparently really trusted him, dumped all this woe is me shit on him. And then years later, for no reason other than to try and epically own the Kiwi Farms, decided to randomly just dox him and call him out. And I don't know why. He didn't really justify this. He just smugly preened about it on his stream. And I'll play. It's 30 minutes, but I'll click at like random moments, and he's just like really fucked up, and being an asshole. So let's start at like the first 30 seconds, and then I'll skip ahead, and I'll just keep doing that.
Some of these Kiwi farmers, some of these commentators. Here we go. This is fun. Not only do I know them, do I know their failures? Do I know their social security checks? Do I know their inability to even contact their own family for help? Do I know their desire to leave their own state? Oh, man. Oh, man. I cannot fucking imagine being in the place that this man is.
So there's a thing that he keeps doing in this video, and I have no frame of reference to describe what it is besides to talk about Bossman Jack. And so I will use this as an opportunity to discuss Bossman Jack yet again. Bossman Jack smokes crack. A side effect of crack is that you tend to not sleep because it is a stimulant and it deprives you of sleep. A side effect of not sleeping, which is not combated by crack, is hallucinations. If you stay up for 3+ days, perhaps high on, you may start seeing things that aren't real, particularly bugs for whatever reason. If there are bugs, from what I understand, after 3 days, you start seeing bugs in the peripheral of your vision. For instance, on the ceiling. There's a very interesting clip where Bossman Jack really freaks out. He like jumps and looks up at the ceiling and says, "What the fuck is that?" And never mind. Because he saw like an insect or something growing on his ceiling out the corner of his eye as a result of sleep deprivation. Rekieta is doing the same thing. For whatever reason, while pontificating about how big of a loser John is, he keeps glancing up at the ceiling as if there is some kind of tentacle monster up there that's glaring at him and staring him down.
Has to go to a YouTube streamer to beg for a shred of attention. Say, please, Rackets, I love you. Oh man. Begging is embarrassing. I love you. My family hates me. I can't get a job. I'm so mentally handicapped. I can't do anything. And my name is John. All I want to do, I want to die. I want to put a bullet in my mouth, but I can't afford a gun. Texting me this, by the way. I'm like, hey, holy shit. Brother, you want to kill yourself? Like, that's not good. No, I deserve to die. Well, I mean, probably, but seriously, no, that's not good. Can you buy an Uber and go to the hospital? No, I can't afford an Uber. You can't afford an Uber? Like $8. You can't afford one. Why? I'm on Social Security because we use some piece of shit. But I'm so successful. Oh, man, that's fucking embarrassing. Man, that is embarrassing, right? I'm such a piece of shit. My family hates me. Nobody loves me. I'm just going to kill myself. You're messaging me. You're texting a fucking YouTuber. Holy.
What is on the ceiling? Is it ceiling cat? Hold up. Oh my god, that's a funny meme. I'm gonna do that. Hold on. I'll let this play out a little. I'll skip it. You know what? He's in a good round. I'll let that continue.
Oh my god, man, that's embarrassing. Right, John? You're texting me. And I say, what? I'm like, holy shit, please don't kill yourself. First of all, you can't afford the bullets. You've already expressed that. You can't afford the Hardys that would kill you either. You're just you. You're just a useless pile of garbage. You can't.
Oh, fuck. I fucked it up. In random. I dropped Ceiling Cat into the video. That's okay. It's like 2 minutes in. I didn't lose it. I meant to drop it into OBS, not into the browser. Here we go. Okay, 2 minutes. Uh-oh. I might have fucked everything up yet again, chat. I can't keep getting away with it. All of this drama and disaster caused because I wanted to add a little bit of Ceiling Cat. Let's skip ahead to like 5 minutes this time. Looking up at Ceiling Cat again.
Me. Oh my god, I can't even change my own diapers or whatever you are, John. Right, John? Right, John. You remember this conversation?
John.
And literally said, John, if you do not start walking to that hospital and ask for some help, I will call 911 because you are too incapable of saving your own life that you will call the only friend you have on this fucking earth when your family and friends have disowned you. And you're sitting there. What was it New Mexico or Arizona? I don't remember. John, you tell me. You're sitting there in this Southwest state full of illegal immigrants. This state will save every person on earth except you because you're white, John. Because they expect you to save yourself. You had no one to call except when someone you paid $5 a month to be your friend. And then they did give you friendly advice all the time. They talk to you, right? Because you reached out.
I know.
So
on the other side.
I'm so embarrassed. I'm so pathetic. So when I kill myself, then I'm going to go to the clinic. John, I have to put Nick Rekieta in Minnesota. I have to put Nick Rekieta of Minnesota is my emergency contact. I'm still his fucking faggot's emergency contact. Still there. Here's why.
Okay, now we're set.
Go
We're protected.
I talked this man off the ledge. Hours of time. Hours of time. Hey, man, please just don't kill yourself. Life is worth this. Life is.
It's like he's asking for permission from Ceiling Cat. He's like, should I mention that? Should I really say this? It seems like it might be bad spirited. Yes, meow. Say it, meow. Make fun of him for being a loser, meow. Your fans will think that's really cool.
I don't care about the $5. I care about, please don't yourself. At least be killed by a. Just walk to the hospital, you useless piece of shit. All you have to do on earth is get out. Here's how you not, guys. Let me get some fucking advice to you. You know, you not, instead of putting the in your mouth, you just set it down. You stand your fat ass up and you start walking towards the clinic. That's it. That's literally the only thing you need to do. I'm like, John, he's like, I'm like, John, you can't afford a gun. You can't yourself. What you can do, buy a Caesar salad from McDonald's and die that way. It's like, I don't even like Caesar. I'm like, unless it's in your ass. I got it.
Okay, I'll freeze frame. I was waiting for the right freeze frame. The McDonald's salad rant was a nice addition to it. So there's a part, I don't know if I'll be able to find it because it's a 28-minute long video, but there's a part in this where he realizes, I think, just a little bit what a huge he sounds like. So he starts to like reframe the prior 15 minutes of unhinged ranting and says, he's a hero. He really starts talking about, God, like, I saved a life. I told this guy, even though I didn't know him, and I didn't even really like him, I told him, don't do it. Step back from that ledge, my friend. Step back. I saved a life. Like, he goes on and on about what a hero he is for not encouraging this guy to kill himself. But that only lasts for like a minute or two, so I don't know if I'll be able to find it, but then he switches back to being a even more drunken for the remainder of it. Actually, honestly, the best thing that YouTube has added in forever is the transcript. Save a life. Okay, perfect. Oh, okay, this is a great part, actually. Okay, I'll go to this part. I think this is the right moment.
Okay. How do I help you? Just help me live through the night. All right, here's a simple answer. You don't have any friends, which means you also don't have any enemies. No one's coming to you. The only person who is you. How about you just not yourself and instead go to a hospital? So again, motherfucker walks to a hospital. On my recommendation, I'm like demanding, send me pictures of what you see.
Maybe
when you see the hospital.
Since there's two ceiling cats, maybe one of them is trying to rein him in. Like, there's a good one and a bad one, and the one's trying to rein him in, and the other is telling him, like, no, keep going. You're doing great. This is awesome.
See the sign. I want you to do all these things. I want to make sure you live through the night, because literally, if you were a cat woman,
a cat,
50 cats,
a cat woman. Oh, he's talking about cats now. The cats are
you
getting
laid down in your state, they would in your mouth till you had toxoplasmosis, and then we'd eat your skin. That's how embarrassing you were, John. Text me. Show me that you're getting there. Call a fucking ambulance. Finally gets to the hospital. He doesn't. You know what he does instead? Goes on to Kiwi Farms. Tells him what a piece of shit I am. Holy shit. I have faith in this guy. I trusted this guy. I have faith in this guy. He's such a garbage person. The things he believes aren't true at all. And yet, he asked me to save his life. You know what he never asked me? Hey, man, are these things true? Well, no. No. You save a person's life. This is quintessentially Kiwi Farms. wrapped up for all of you is a person whose family has disowned them, who will never have a significant other, whose government has disowned them, whose employers have disowned them. They sit on some internet all day watching some person begging them to save their life. And when they do, they're appreciative for a moment until that person stops paying attention to them. And suddenly, well, they're eating 22 LRs all day. And you go, I tried to save you by just John.
Okay. So, I want to recap what he said because I have been listening. Some of you may think I've been distracted this entire time. No, that's not true. It's not true. I've been listening intently to what the wise words he has to say. Yeah, his argument is that because he saved his life, I guess he assumes that this is like in Japan. Is it Japan that has the thing, or is this like a fictional thing where it's like if you save someone's life, they then owe you their life and they're like your slave? Am I thinking of like a movie or something? There's some kind of movie that has a trope like that. But that's what Rekieta seems to think. If he saves your life, if he tells you, don't commit suicide, you therefore owe him a blood debt of his entire life. Life debt. There you go. Star Wars. That's Wookiees? Okay, yeah, he thinks John is a Wookiee. John, you're my slave now, John. And so he has to stick with him through his entire life. And he can't ever say like, wow, he's really fallen off the wagon. Because, there's no way there's no generous interpretation where a guy actually does feel indebted to you and then sees your drunken, unhinged rant taking orders from invisible ceiling cats, that he might think, wow, I don't want to see this person who I respect and who I owe such a debt of gratitude to, in such a miserable circumstance. There's no way that could happen. That's ridiculous. Let's see. Let's see. Over here.
I'm sure your story is compelling. Have fun with that.
Oh,
always remember,
dude, that your story is compelling. Have fun with that. Is he? Yeah, wait.
Critics of you are. Because the critics of you are generally embarrassing. You find this out. This is the thing you don't realize as a non-streamer, a non-professional online person. The people who reach out to you as a normal person are normal people. The people who reach out to you as a professional need professional help often. They'll beg you to do the thing. Ask you, please, please, please save my life. And you're like, dude, I can't save your life. I can't do anything. I can barely go to a grocery store. Please save my life. And so you try.
So he again he's trying to say what a hero he is, but there's that one line he hints at it for like a second, and now I realize what's going through his head. He thinks that if he just says John's pathetic, and he tried to kill himself, and then he told me all about it. He thinks that he can personal army his critics and divert attention onto him. Like in his drunk brain, Devil Ceiling Cat has told him, throw John under the bus. They will be too busy making fun of him to make fun of you anymore. That's what he's thinking. Let's see. Oh, then he talks. Okay, great. I like this part.
All of the Vaz deference licking they can get. Please, thank you, thank you. Oh my God. Like, this really wasn't that expensive of whiskey, but okay. They'll do that. And then when it's gone and they can't have another sip, they go, motherfucker, you betrayed me. You betrayed me. You're like, I didn't betray shit. Like, I just offered you a nice thing. Took it or you didn't took it. Always frame it as betrayal. You know why? Their failure stems from their inability to take accountability for who they are. Their demand to blame everybody else. So of course they're not going to start blaming themselves when you call them out.
Is there like an ounce of fucking self-reflection in that one, buddy? All right, let's skip ahead. There's actually, I want to show, is this the one where he shows what he's drinking? He was showing off a bottle and it was like 120 proof whiskey. It was the highest grain or highest alcohol per volume whiskey that I had ever seen. It wasn't, it was more than 120. It was like 125. It was like 62.5% alcohol. It was really crazy. Anyways, let's get to the last minute or so. Here, let's hear how he caps this masterpiece off. I think this is the part that I actually played on stream last time. Just the very end of it. But the entire thing is like fucking deranged.
Down the road to the hospital. Because basically like watching Stephen Hawking walk. If you ever watched Stephen Hawking walk, it was really simple. He didn't. Best part. All of the chats like, this John guy's fucking weird. What was that about? Hey, John, I know you'll watch it. I know you will.
John.
And I know you'll sit there and go, I literally begged a YouTube streamer to save my life because I couldn't my own. John, buddy, you could have just hired an 8-year-old to kill you. But you didn't. You know why? You couldn't afford it. John. Get out, brother. Not for me. It was never for me. I told you, I can't save you. I can't save you. You're like the only friend I have. I literally cannot make your life better. You're the only friend I have. I'm not your friend, John. I never was. But you do pay me $5 a month. That's nice. I can't afford $5 a month. Well, you're gonna. Because I want you to know, John, fake love don't last. You're an embarrassment to yourself and humanity, John. All you had to do was look at yourself in the mirror and see what every other masculine
I can't
man
stop
sees.
listening. I want to stop
Look at
this
yourself and
one,
go,
but I can't.
fuck. I'm way hotter than I thought, and I'm still fucking embarrassingly ugly. And then you walk away. John couldn't even do that. You know why? We'll figure it out. Okay, here we go. I cannot believe. You cannot believe the guy.
Oh my
by
god.
the way.
I was wondering, who is that verified user in my chat? What? And then I realized it's bot tricks. And I thought, I don't have a bot in my kick chat. I have Bossman Jack's chat open still. I wonder how many of my messages have just been Bossman Jack's chat since I opened it to show RuneScape playing. Okay, anyways. So there you go. That's the John rant. It's very good. Let's cap this off with where we started.
Hey, hold it.
Oh, there.
I'll be ready, John.
Perfect.